Hello, folks. Hi. Hello and welcome. It is Thursday, so welcome to the Thursday Travel Talk with Spidey. And tonight we have a special co host that will be joining us shortly. Very swell fellow who celebrates Christmas. I think he enjoys it just as much as I do, Mr. Rodd Thunderheart, and he'll be joining us shortly. But I've got a selection of photos from hot places and cold places around the world for Christmas. And so hopefully, I don't think a lot of them you probably haven't seen before, which is the whole point here. I don't want to show pictures repeatedly unless they're really cool. If I've got some really fucking cool pictures, then yeah, I'm gonna show them probably more than once. I'd be stupid not to. But yeah, hey, let's turn on the camera first of all here because we have a festive scene going on here. You want to see how festive here? I mean, the Spidey suit with the hat. That is me in the Spidey suit, by the way, and the Santa hat. That was my cat, my old cat. That was my cat's Santa hat. That it just perched perfectly right on my head there. So, but that is actually me. But let's get it a little more festive here. Here. I'm at my friend's house, Big Isaac, and so we have the Christmas tree here. We have the gingerbread house, which Big Isaac, I swear I haven't eaten a single thing, but the stream is still young. The stream is we've just started, right? So we'll see. But anyway, and cheers! I want to say hello to friends already in the chat. Now, this is water. But we do have rum and eggnog on standby. But cheers, folks. And I do want to say a warm welcome to Sashi. Hello, Sashi. And Suzanne Eckstein, of course. And Molecular Arts, a good welcome to you, my friend. And I'm pretty sure I saw, yes, I did, Old Man Bird. Hello and welcome to you. Thank you for being here, buddy. So let's get straight into it. Rodd will show up when as he does. He shows up precisely when he's meant to. So let's see if we can do this properly without making an ass of ourselves here. Okay, so you may or may not have seen this picture before, but this was taken before Christmas in December. In Japan. Now, this was taken in a town called Abiko, which if you hop on the Joban train line in Ueno, which is part of the Tokyo circuit there, if you hop on the Yamanote line, you'll eventually, everything ends up in Ueno, believe me. But you hop on the Joban train line and you head out, northeast, I guess, towards Mito is the end of the line. And you'll hit this little town here. And this is Abiko, and they have temples and little spiritual sites all over the place. And I happened upon this one, and it seems to be a graveyard. And but you have cheery little elves all dressed up inside of it there. And when they have a dusting of snow on them, they do look pretty beautiful. I don't know if beautiful is the right word, but there we go. Gotta go. Guests arrive, says Molecular Arts. And I've seen these in Japan, says Molecular. Well, this is just the first one's just of Japan. The rest, they're all over the world here, Molecular Arts. So don't think this is all Japan, because surely they are not. Old Man Bird says, outstanding sentiment, picturesque Cherryville River video. Well, thank you. I appreciate the support. Thank you for saying that. And we're going to advance to the next picture. Oh, see, that definitely is not Japan. Although, Japan is so diverse, and I mean that in the correct terminology, that it could have this. No, this is not Japan. This is in in Western Australia. This is this is Karanjini Gorge, actually, right along there. This is one of the first pools that you get to, dropping in there. And this was again like late November, when I was there with a Scottish friend of mine. Shout out to Callum. And so this was, just about, approaching Christmas time. But this is northwestern Australia. So and those are not paperbark trees, in case you're asking, but they seem to be a relative of the paperbark tree, because the bark did peel off like paper. I mean, even more so than birch trees, if you're familiar with birch trees. But it wasn't a ghost gum, because you can't peel the bark off of those suckers. To my knowledge, it's hard. I mean, once you get one layer off, the rest is not coming off. But whereas paperbark trees, they just keep peeling and peeling, which these ones seemed to do. Some people call ghost gums. They seem to be also really white, but they only have the one layer to peel. But yeah, there we go. Australia, around about Christmas time, a little before. This was beforehand, but leading up to Christmas. Oh, and this is this sweet lady. Oh, and I did get her face this time. Good, because normally I do tend to cut it off. This is in northern Japan, in friends of mine, and shout out to the nurses of Japan. And I don't mean it like that. I mean, these were very medically trained and wonderfully helpful nurses, and they were like aunties to me, really. And so they took me up to Aomori. Aomori Prefecture is about an 8-hour bus ride overnight from Tokyo and straight north. And it is the prefecture that is on the northern part of the mainland of Japan, before you go over to the island of Hokkaido, where all the cows and the skiing are. A lot of skiing. I mean, there's skiing on the mainland as well in Nagano, but Hokkaido is known by the Australians for snowboarding and cows and dairy. But this isn't Hokkaido. This is on the mainland, on the northern tip of the mainland. And so what you have here, seafood is really popular up there. So you have shrimps and scallops on shish kebab skewers, of course. And then you have little fishies, whole little fishies. And you eat the whole damn thing. You eat the head, you eat the skeleton. I think that's where a lot of the Japanese get their calcium from. You eat the whole little fish there. And so that's just fantastic. And they're all barbecued. Yeah. Oh, is Jason Love in the chat? Holy shit, he is. Hey, Jason Love, good to see you. And Miskatonic Madman, very good to see you. Excellent to see you. Thank you for being here. And yeah, hey, Molecular Arts, hey, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I knew thanks for being here. Hey, JPRPH1 is here. Well, thanks, John. I'm just going to call you John. Thanks. But yeah, the wonderful street food in Japan, all times of the year. Now, this was later in the year. This was getting towards Christmas again. But it's warm enough in a lot of Japan. Now, Hokkaido does get snow, and Aomori does get snow in the wintertime. But this was a little earlier, and so we didn't quite have snow up there yet. Although she is wearing, the ladies there are wearing, long sleeve clothing. Ooh, and I just threw that in because I thought you'd like it. Now, the closer you get to winter time and the colder temperatures in the northern hemisphere, and yes, Japan is in the northern hemisphere, as is Canada. The closer you get to a winter solstice, the colder the air gets, and that means the less dense it gets, and therefore it holds less particulate. And therefore the skies are clearer. It's it's not just your imagination, but the air does hold less of course, less dense air. Of course, it holds less particulate. So it is a beautiful time, and that's why I think I threw this photo in here. It is a beautiful time, whether you're in Japan or actually, if you really want to look at the stars, go to northwestern Australia. And nighttime viewing this time of year around Christmas is just gorgeous. We are quickly approaching the winter solstice. It is in 3 days here. Ooh, and speaking of New Year's and traditions and solstice and things, this is a spiritual symbol, I guess. You'll find it in all of the temples and sites in Japan. This is an incense burner, and I believe it is copper. It weighs a whole bunch, and it's got sand in it, of course. And people leave incense in it and have various wishes and prayers and so forth. Oh, good. All right. Thank you, John, because the JP, it's far enough away that the letters start to mix together at this distance. Thank you. And yeah, always welcome back to Miskatonic. And thank you. Just stopping in to leave a like. Well, I appreciate that either way. Thanks for being here. How does it smell? The incense is very agreeable. It's like a sandalwood type, as you can imagine. You know, like the typical monk incense, I suppose. But yeah, but it is, incense is very much a tradition with holidays in Asia and Japan in particular. I found and it was agreeable. It was very agreeable. And here's a local shrine. Now this one was right in Tokyo, and this is a famous one. And I'll be damned if I can remember the name, but if you look it up, you'll see the photo of it. It's right in one of the main areas of Tokyo. Tokyo isn't a city like you'd expect. It's, you know how New York City has like the 5 boroughs and like they all have their different characteristics. Well, Tokyo's sort of the same. They're all joined by a ring, by a train line, the Yanamote line. And it's like 7 or 8 cities all joined together in a big ring. It's quite impressive. Anyway, this is one of the temples there. And this time of year, the holidays, the Japanese love to buy and consume and go shopping and celebrate. Boy, do they like to celebrate as much as the Mexicans do, I'd say. And so at the shrines, they have all kinds of vendors there selling little toys and spiritual things and food, and everyone just gets in the spirit, and it's fantastic to see. And I do want to say hello to Rusty Rivers. Hey, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being here, Rusty Rivers. We're just going to different places, hot and cold, around the world for Christmas this time of year. Now this, who knows what the Japanese word for well, hot spring, I guess you'd call it, the hot springs. And Sashi, you don't count because you've got a leg up on the people. You have an unfair advantage, Sashi. Incense usually smells of sandalwood or jasmine. And your father smells of elderberries. Hey, hello, Kimberly, David Jones. Hello, welcome to you, Kimberly Ann Hart. Thank you for being here. Saying hello to everyone. So yes, onsen is the right word. This is a Japanese hot bath. This is the onsen. And boy, are these ever popular in the winter and the spring and the summer, all times of year. And this is some sort of, I want to say southwest. I know it is southwest of Tokyo, called Hakuba. And Hakuba is a famous resort. You can stay overnight. No, we're not. Oh, this is my buddy from the Yukon. Sorry, buddy. No, we're not going to. No, we're not going to answer that right now. No. Sorry, I'm in a live stream. He knows I'm live streaming. He should. Yeah, the onsen, the hot springs in Japan, they all have natural themed water. They try their best to make the water at least natural, but they do like to have seats and sort of comfortable, convenient staircases and handholds and things like that. But this was a fantastic spot, and Hakuba has overnight inns you can stay at. They were called Ryokan. Ryokan is an inn beside a hot spring, and they were reasonable. And you can get all inclusive prices as well, including food and drinks, which usually anyone who's been to Japan, if you can get a deal including food and drinks, it is a deal. It is often a deal. And now Hakuba. Oh yeah, that's that's my friend out in the middle waving her hands. That's awesome. I just noticed that. But yeah, that was fantastic. But yeah, if you can go to and do the hot spring experience in Japan, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, there is something to it. It is an experience, and yeah, I mean, the people here are wearing bathing suits at the more public ones. But if you want a more authentic, uh, more personable one, you definitely can do it without clothing. Most of them in Japan are without clothing. So yeah, there's that. And, oh yeah, Japan. Yukon, tell them to say hi. And they say Toichin, says Sachi. Yeah, well, I'll call him back. That was the chef, actually. That was, shout out to Dustin. He was the head chef at the camp at two of the camps I was in at the Yukon, and that man can make a Yorkshire pudding, a Yorkie. I can't even do it as big with my hands. It's like 9 inches tall, and my hands don't go 9 inches. Make all the jokes you want. That's fine. Where the hot springs monkey? Oh, that's in Nara. Isn't that in Nara? I think that's in Nara, north, which is not part of this stream. But I'm well versed with Nara. I'd love to go there again soon if I could. But yeah, moving on. Oh, okay. So this is moving on from Japan. Let's go all the way over to South America. Let's go to the other side of the world. This is in Ecuador, and they are serving typical. You have potatoes and what looks to be like a spinach of some sort, and corn on the cob, and chicken, and just delicious meals. And this was part of the Mama Negra festival, which is nowhere near Christmas. But I thought since it's a festive time of year, I would show another festival. And and since I love to show food on this channel, and since I know a lot of you are watching and you're probably hungry late at night, this looks to be a steak with garlic butter, herb, mushroom, with glazed carrots, and then there's like sort of red. Is that red? It's not beet greens. It's red something in the background. Red cabbage, perhaps. Cilantro, and then long green beans on the side. So that's for all of my hungry friends. There you go. That's a New Year's meal you want. Oh, okay. So back to Ecuador, right? So this is Ecuador, and this is a town called Baños, which does mean hot springs. Hey, wait a minute. That's not Japan. Holy fuck. That's Ecuador. That's why we're wearing I was going to say, it doesn't make sense because there was very few in Japan that we wore bathing suits. There are some, very few. But in Ecuador, all of them you wear your bathing suits. And that's why my friend is in the middle waving. Okay, that makes more sense. This is Ecuador. Sorry, friends. I have been into the rum and eggnog. I'm not always correct. But I'm telling you now, I know for sure. There are some onsen in Japan that you do wear bathing suits, and that there are some that you mix males and females. Very few, very few. And Hakuba is one of them that they do mix. They have a green tea bath that everyone goes in, and it's real green tea, so they say. Anyway, this is not that place. This is in Ecuador, and this is a town called Baños. And if you know your Spanish, Baños means, well, baths, like hot water baths. So this is Baños, and it is famous for hot springs. And so there's some Ecuadorian food. There you go. And holy shit, that's just delicious. And still further in Baños. So this is where, right, I rented the go-kart, and we went on the 7 waterfall tour. And you're on the highway with like transport trucks and big trucks fully loaded. You're going through these tunnels, and there's zero lighting. I mean, I think we had one headlight working. I don't know. Excuse me. Ah, speaking of misinformation and disinformation, holy shit, folks. Let me catch my breath. Okay, and so this little car, this little go-kart, it went about 60 kilometers an hour. What's that? Ooh, maybe 30, maybe 40 miles an hour at tops. At tops. And say hello to everybody. Yeah, I read that already. Going down. Oh, hey, Matt G, Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift. Welcome and hello to you, my friend. Miss Ketonic Matt, and see, Rodd was gonna be here, but since he's not, I'm gonna. Well, I'll read it out myself, I suppose. Lately, I've been watching various Japanese salaryman videos on YouTube. Frankly, the salaryman life seems dreadful. Yeah, I can confirm that. The best parts of the video are of the food, and it looks great, and it is cheap. Well, those are the saving graces. And you know what? Speaking of the Yukon, the saving grace to any working man, if you've ever spent any time up in the working camps up in the Yukon, the food is good. And they spend a lot of money on chefs and food up there, although some should spend more. But the reason is one of the main highlights of living up in a camp is because of the food. And the same with the Japanese salaryman. They go to work, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. And the one highlight afterwards is your wife. Often the Japanese ladies are beautiful cooks. I know my ex certainly was. And if not, they can go to a Japanese pub, an izakaya, and the standard of food there is often really good. And if you're lucky, the boss pays, which is even better. And I want to say hello to Miss Sparkles. Hello and welcome to you. Old Man Bird says hello and cheers. And Old Man Bird says Baños. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. It is Mario Kart, Sashi. It's the same in Greek. Baño is bath. Hey. Greek letters. Dionysius Larson. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. It is the same in Greek. Well, I'll be damned. You know what? I look forward to going to Greece, my friend. I cannot wait. And so obviously I can already speak some. So that's cool. Ooh. And this is one of the towns in Ecuador. This might be Cuenco or Quito. You know what? This very well could be Quito. I think that's the capital city of Ecuador. But again, being near Christmas, I'm not a religious person, but you know what? I sure as hell can appreciate the beauty, especially around Christmas, of the churches. And I have seen many. I've traveled around the world for Christmas to a few spots, oops, sorry, microphone. And everywhere I go, the churches around Christmas take a lot of pride in really going all out and decorating. I mean, Guatemala is one example. Even Japan, their shrines, a big part of that. Certainly in Cuba, certainly in America and all over Canada. And it's really impressive to see. But Spain as well, Portugal, Australia. So, yeah, I'm not a religious person, but you will often find in my streams, I do take pictures of churches because their architecture is some of the most impressive. And is that because they have some of the largest amounts of money. I mean, people could debate that. How did they get that money? I'm not here to say that. What I am here to say is churches are beautiful. And so this churches at Christmas time, that's why I like to show them. So yeah, it's the same in Greek. Banyo is bath. Okay, good. Well, so I won't be too stinky in Greek letters in when I go traveling through Greece. Although my plan was to go traveling and hopping in the Mediterranean and see how that goes. But we'll see. And part of Greece, I think, borders on the Gulf of Thailand. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm mistaken there. I love watching Japanese traditional carpentry videos on YouTube. They are good, Sashi. You are absolutely right. It's been a long, I don't know about my geography there. Could be wrong. Yeah, Japanese carpentry. They take the time and really do things that will last. So when I was in Japan, it was only for a few years here and there. I could have spent a lifetime. You can spend a lifetime in Japan and still not know every little detail of their culture, of course. But I did notice there, as a builder myself, a part-time sort of amateur, half pro, half amateur construction guy. I do pay attention to construction and building techniques, and just construction, from cabinets all the way to building scaffolding around skyscrapers all over the world, as my pictures demonstrate, I think. And that is something that's fascinating. The Japanese traditional carpentry styles are fascinating, and they have good stonework. I will say, when you think Japanese craftsmen, you think wood or bamboo, maybe, but you know what? The Japanese are damn good with stonework. If you go to any of their castles and you see their foundations, you'll be convinced. So here again, this is back in Japan. This is near Abiko in the Tokyo side of Japan, and this was at Christmas. Now I didn't go back. This is near Ueno actually, and I didn't go back here during the hot months, but in the wintertime, this is late fall. They did dress these guys up. I think this is a representation of Buddha. I mean, the face looks like Buddha to me. And they did dress them up in these red priests, monk style, Santa Claus-y type outfits, which I thought was very festive. And I believe in his hand there, if I'm not mistaken, he is holding a plum pudding. It is a round plum pudding. Yes, that's right, Greek letters. You learn a lot here on the channel with Spidey, Travel Talks with Spidey. So that is the Buddha Santa, and he's holding a round fruitcake in his left hand. That is correct. Greek letter says, you might want to come without a passport every year, CSM. There's a good chance they'll give you some money. Ooh! Oh, hey, now that is a plan. As long as I don't have to forge anything too much. Oh, it sounds like I have a guest in front of the house, but we'll see. I haven't had a guest in a couple of weeks here. Ooh! Okay, so this is a full moon rising, or has risen. And this is off the coast of Port Douglas in Queensland, Australia, in the they call it FNQ, far north Queensland. So the far northeast part of Australia, in Cairns. There is an R, but they don't pronounce it. It's not Cairns. It is Cairns. And this is 4 Mile Beach, and we had a bonfire on 4 Mile Beach for Christmas. And the full moon was up. This would have been 2001, more or less. I guess if you find the full moon dates in 2001, you'll know exactly what date this was. And if you look carefully off the incoming waves onto 4 Mile Beach, you can see the red highlights on the incoming waves, and that is from the red glow of our huge bonfire, which later, yes, the police did come and shut down because of the complaints from the nearby Four Seasons Hotel. Um, yeah, nearly got snake bit that night because, see, in Canada, we run from the police when they come to bust up things. So I jumped into the woods, which near the beach, which is a no-no in Australia, tropical lands. That's really, you're not supposed to do that in the jungle. But anyway, the cops here in far north Queensland at the time in 2001, they just told us to put the fire out and let us go with no warnings or anything. And we were allowed to keep our adult beverages. But yeah, that was a good holiday bonfire in far north Queensland. Just beautiful. Miskatonic Madman says, I've watched some Japanese pottery vehicles where a master craftsman woman would make a teapot with a perfect pour. No spillage. Very satisfying. Indeed. You know what? My ex Japanese girlfriend, fiance, her grandmother taught calligraphy. She also taught the tea ceremony, which was one of the things that she specialized in. And indeed, they would spend hours doing the perfect pour. I mean, if you're going to put 10,000 hours into something, you're not going to spill a damn drop. You know, that makes sense. So again, Rod, if you can hear me, if you're out there, dude, do you have the keys to the house? Come on in and oh dear. Well, and now speaking of Christmas parties and speaking of New Year's parties, I know that there's a lot of fornication. There's a lot of alcohol involved with Christmas parties, no matter what country you're in, no matter where you're celebrating. There's a lot of, I mean, you're attracted to the opposite sex, of course. You're very excited about clearly, you're very excited about the opposite sex and so forth. And so just remember, I mean, if you're gonna pour yourself, some of the rum and 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 some of the eggnog, if you're gonna do those things, then do it responsibly and try not to get too excited because things can get out of hand. I don't know why I cut the monk's head off. See, the proportions aren't right. Well, I mean, clearly they're not. But I'll do better the next time. But yeah, that is a very festive fellow. That is, if you're in Abiko, which is northeast of Japan on the Joban train line, highway number 6. So you go up to Abiko, and if you about 3 bottles of the shochu 750 milliliter bottles between 3 of you later. So you're probably talking 5 or 6 kilometers, roughly walking north along the highway. You'll stumble upon this. Yes, anywho. Thought I'd throw that in because, Christmas, there's a lot of Christmas babies, folks and friends. I'm just saying. So be prepared. Be prepared. Oh, yes. Hey, speaking of Scotsmen, speaking of Scottish friends. So, as I was saying, friends, if you're going to go and celebrate, I mean, it can go one of two ways. It can go one of two ways, folks. You can't, and sometimes both. You know what? If you're determined enough, sometimes it'll go both ways. Shout out to all the Scotsmen that I've loved before. This being the number one fucking Scotsman that I love. I fucking love you, buddy. Shout out to you. That was New Year's Eve in Australia. Got to be 2003. I want to say. All right, there we go. And this is a local shot. This is coming up to Christmas. This is last year, but around this time of year, last year. And you can see the temperature difference with the humidity coming up from the creek. Well, at that point, it's a river down there. It's the Shuswap River. And all the the moisture coming up from the trees and the land. It sort of gives beautiful shots like this in the fall. But going to help myself to a little bit more water. I'm doing a lot of talking tonight because normally I would have a guest, but then Rodd Thunderheart, no problem if you can't make it, my friend. If you're busy with something else, you don't worry about that. This was an open invitation, as always. You don't worry about that, my friend. Yes, Sashi, that is a example of Japanese rock hard stonework, if you will. A fertility Buddha symbol statue. And we have similar statues in Greece, but instead of Buddhas, they have satires. Really, Dionysius Larson, Greek letters. Okay. Well, you know what? I will take obscene photos of those statues in Greece as well, and broadcast them on my show as well. So yeah, this is around this time of year, around the Christmas time of year, in the Okanagan, in British Columbia. Moving on. Ooh, weren't we talking about Japanese onsen? Okay, I did say that the previous onsen was Japanese, and then I corrected myself saying it was in fact from Baños in Ecuador, and I'm dead sure of that now that I recognize that picture. However, I absolutely recognize this picture. This is in Dogashima. I mean, if you spelled it out, it looks like Dog-shima, but it's Dogashima in the Izu Hanto. Hanto meaning peninsula, the Izu Peninsula, south of Tokyo, a little bit southeast of Tokyo, the Izu Hanto Peninsula. And Dogashima has these hot springs, natural onsen, these natural hot springs, with the change house in the middle. And the men's side is on one side, which is obviously where I am. And on the other side of the change house, which is on my right, the structure on my right is the change house. It's a tiny little shack. On the other side is the woman's side. And so if you both stick your head out through the railings, you can talk to your spouse. But overlooking a 300-foot drop cliff, that's 100 meters straight down to the ocean, which would be, I guess that's the Pacific Ocean. I mean, what's Tokyo Harbor? But it's way south of Tokyo. What's south of Tokyo Harbor? The Pacific Ocean? It might be the Pacific. I don't think it's the Indian Ocean at that point. But either way, Izu Peninsula, Dogashima, overlooking cliffside onsen, cliffside. I mean, you're talking like a wall of like mere inches, like less than a foot, separating me from the sheer drop, 100 meters down, 300 feet down to the water. And you could be up there in the nice warm water, and you could hear the ocean, the waves slapping against the cliffs way below, which was fantastic. So yeah, this was another kind of, I'm not a spiritual guy, but this was a spiritual moment around this time of year in Japan. So even if you're not a Christian, and certainly the Japanese are not Christian in many ways. I mean, they like to have weddings and sort of emulate Christian weddings in many ways. But yeah, you can still say, and they love to celebrate Christmas, although they go to work Christmas Day. So, but they love, I think it's the shopping they love and the celebrations. But if you can find yourself in a Japanese onsen on New Year's Day, I highly recommend it. Okay, or if you can't do a Japanese onsen on Christmas Day, or New Year's Day, if that's not your thing, try a New Year's Eve bonfire. And this is in Port Douglas in far north Queensland. And yeah, that is the same Scottish friend of mine who's up vertical and in control. Great leader of the party. And we're having a Christmas New Year's beach bonfire in Port Douglas on 4 Mile Beach. And this was This is the same fire that was reflecting off the waves. Yes, the red light off the waves in the earlier pictures I was showing you that the police eventually showed up to. Yes, this is before the police showed up. Yes, and in the chat, Greek letters says, well, if you're butt naked right next to women in a 100-foot cliff, that's a spiritual experience. Agreed. Agreed and agreed. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there, my friend. All right. Seeing as how it is Christmas, I think maybe a little bit of the old Captain Morgan Gold and the eggnog are in line. And hey, I'm surprised Rodd Thunderheart hasn't joined us. He normally does. But I know Stark of Iron is also broadcasting, so he might be over there. But anyway, cheers to you, folks. We're going to pour ourselves just a fingerful's worth of gold rum there. And of course, we're going to go with the original eggnog. In French, it's the latte de poulet, which translates to chicken milk. I don't think that's, again, my French is not perfect, but that's my translation, chicken milk. Eggnog sounds more delicious than chicken milk, I'll tell you. Mind you, would I say no to chicken milk? Well, depends on what she looked like. Carla Burton is here? Hey, holy shit. Hey guys, I thought you were streaming with Jill tonight. Are we? Is Jill streaming? I didn't know Jill was streaming. Thursday night is usually when I do my travel show. Well, almost always. I try not to miss. I did not know Jill was streaming tonight. Hi, Carla Burton. Thanks for being here. Way to take people away from my stream. Of course they're going to go over to Jill. Jill's way more interesting than me. Thanks, Carla. Oh, yeah, no. No, we are going to do New York with Jill, absolutely. Just not tonight. We need a little more preparation time. I still have to upload some photos from negatives, from actual film negatives. So that's probably going to be another few weeks. Not tonight. I was hoping, but no, not the case, Carla. And hello and welcome to you. No, we're doing random Christmases in hot and cold locations all over the planet. Hey, well, actually, and Rodd Thunderheart was supposed to come. And no offense if you can't, Rob. No offense taken. But Carla, you should know about spending warm Christmases in around the world. Oh, she says, send me a link and I can join for half an hour or so, and I will mail you a tin of biscuits. Oh, that's friggin' awesome, Carla. You don't have to bribe me to come on, but I will accept that. Let's see. Let's go to Carla Burton and find her. And do I mention the biscuits in the message? Probably not. That might be a little much. And copy that. And there you go. There you go, Carla. Actually, Carla, I have been on fire at a Christmas celebration before. It was not my pants. It was in Japan, in my place in Shinmatsudo, where I was living with Taro and T, my Australian and my American friends, and good friends. And we didn't have much heat. This was a post-World War II house, so like the windows rattled in the frames, and there was no heaters, except if you had to buy like electric heaters that you plug into the wall. So we had the oven. We would hang curtains and block off the kitchen and have a kitchen party, and we'd use the oven to heat the space, and little tea candles everywhere to try and get some heat. And I remember talking to my friends during a New Year's party, fellow English teachers, Tony Rodriguez. He's from Chicago. Shout out to Tony. And I was leaning back against the snack table with the tea lights, and we're all wearing like 4 or 5 layers. And Tony looks at me dead. He stops. I'm right in the middle of a story of some kind about students or teaching English or whatever. And he looks at me and he goes, "I think you're on fire." And I turned around, and yeah, it's like gotten through 3 layers of my clothing already. One of which is my new shirt that one of my Japanese nurse friends gave me. And yeah, Tony was right. I was on fire from the tea lights, but it was so cold. We had a Christmas party. It was so cold. We had to have every heat source we had going. But it was fine. They patted me out, and the party continued on. And I still had 1 layer. And somewhere I have that shirt. It's singed, but it's not actually burned through. So I've been on fire at a New Year's Christmas party before. Carla Bird. Jason Love says, "Old Man Bird. Well, I had 1 interview. As for anxiety, I wished I saved more for any money, more or any money. I wish I saved more or any. Oh, I wished I had saved more or any money." Yeah, no kidding. I hear you there. Carla, you missed the Japanese stonework. Oh, yeah, that was lovely Japanese. I think Carla has probably seen that before. Hello, Rodd Thunderheart. Welcome.
Sorry about that. Oh man, I took a nap and then I didn't think I was gonna,
No. You know what? We're not at the end yet. We still have a little ways before the end, so you're right on time. And Susie cool. Nextine. Hello.
Hey, Susan.
Hi.
Suzanne, good to see you.
Yes. And she says, Eugene Bird, Yvette would like you to come to her channel or her to yours to talk about a time machine. Well, that sounds fun.
Huh, nice.
Old Man Bird says, who is Yvette? Well, she'll send you pictures. Greek Letter says, I've caught fire burning branches in the field. Had to shave my beard and head after. Oh, that's not pleasant.
Oof.
Miss Katonic is saying hello to you, specifically. Sashi as
Miss
well.
Katonic, hail Sashi, hail Jason Love.
Is a big fan, huge fan. And yeah, Carla, come on if you want, because you're in a warm place while we are cold. So that's kind of the polar opposites that we're looking for here. So yeah, absolutely, come on.
Oh, absolutely.
Try to answer that. I'll get back to you. Okay, good. See that. So yeah, I was just going through. It is the Christmas season, but in a lot of the world, they have to celebrate with warm weather, and some people celebrate as here with beach bonfires. Have you ever done a beach bonfire, warm or cold, for the holidays, Rod?
No, I haven't. And even in Cuba, I was just mostly. No, I haven't had any bonfires on the beach. No, I'd love to. No.
And what do you think if you found this in your stocking?
What is it? I think it looks like it probably would be good, but
yeah, would you believe it? In Tokyo, they make anything into a pastry dessert, and so that is a loaf of bread. Sprinkled with cinnamon and chocolate and whipped cream, and they turn bread into a dessert. You're right.
Nice.
You gotta love the people in Tokyo, man. Oh! Well, now, speaking of New Year's Eve and Christmas, there's a lot of alcohol that is consumed.
Oh.
Can you see which one is me?
Of course.
Yeah, we're doing shots. The Scotsman may or may not be in that picture. I may or may not have other family members in that picture. But the New Year's and Christmas is about shots and celebrating with the alcohol. Now, Rod, what is your favorite holiday shot?
Ooh, Probably a B-52.
Ooh, that is a nice one. That is a nice shot.
Yeah.
And
Actually, it's
yeah,
funny you mentioned
yes,
that too.
Vashti.
It's happening. I don't know. I happen to mention, or happen to say too. By the way, it's funny you mentioned shots, because that's probably one of the reasons why I slept, was because
Of the
um,
shots. I think there is no
yeah, because I found
not
see
much.
my local beer guy that I usually I always get from, and actually he gets me Cuban cigars. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, right now they're in the freezer. Anyway, uh, he gave me he just on the house. He gave me like a grab bag of like all these really nice, cool, uh, just exotic extra drinks. They're alcoholic, of
Ooh,
course.
nice.
And yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, I
Speaking
happen
of
to get to it.
exotic, look who's
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Hello.
hey, Carla Burton.
Hi.
Hi, Carla.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, everybody. How are
hey.
you?
So,
Hey,
do you have a Christmas shot, Carla?
I do not.
Like a gingerbread? Nothing. See, this is. Can you tell which one is me?
Yeah, the biggest smile.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we're doing
Pink,
shots. It's near Christmas.
the pink.
Yeah, yeah. My little brother may or may not be in that shot. The
I was
Scotsman's
gonna
in that
say,
shot.
is it summer? It's summer there because you guys have got very summer clothing on.
Well, it was a dare. Yes.
Well, the
Ah,
But
other
it's
guy's got a
our
shirt and
summer.
a hat on, and
We
the
may
chicks.
or may not be wearing. One of us had a girlfriend, and we may or may not all be wearing her clothing.
mm, ah,
But that's what happens with the shots, right?
That's a fun picture. Hi, lemon pie.
Oh, lemon pie. What? Oh,
hey,
here,
lemon
lemon pie.
pie.
How do you like that picture, lemon pie? And welcome.
By the way,
And Rodd Thunderheart.
we just mentioned shots. Carla, do you know what a B-52 is?
Yes, I do.
Ah,
That's a nice one. I would broken down golf cart rod. I would say is mine.
oh, I've never heard of that one.
Do you mind reading this, Rod, if you can?
Yeah, sure. Greek letters says it ain't a proper Christmas party until you make it ain't a proper Christmas party until you wake up in the bathtub,
It is
or
a
unless
true
you wake up in the
statement.
bathtub.
Yeah. And oh, Carla, can you read this, please, from our friend Old Man Bird?
Okay, science doesn't know if going to the past is possible, but it isn't ruled out. There are mathematically consistent ways to model it and do it in general relativity theory, and others in quantum field. Yeah, but I
Mhm.
just feel like if people could, we would have already seen it, right? Because in theory, the future might have happened as well, and they would have come back
Well, but
and
that's what he
yeah,
says here. But the true nature of
uh,
topology of space and time
yeah.
aren't known for certain. Just
Mm.
Yeah.
because we can't figure it out, I mean, we're pretty dumb. I'm not surprised we can't figure it out.
And seem to be
Yeah.
getting dumber.
Yeah.
Well, not us personally. I mean, thank goodness we're
No,
Gen X.
no,
Shout
no.
out
It's
to
more like
Gen
Public
we're
in
about to
X.
general.
go to university.
Lemon pie. It was a funny pick to walk in on. Yes, those were back in my days. I was never a trans-identified person. Just to be clear. So this was a
It was
breakfast.
called fun.
This
Hi,
was
Suzanne.
breakfast in Ecuador. How would you like that for
Whoa.
breakfast? Hey,
Is that Christmas breakfast?
mm. Thereabouts. The days preceding Christmas. Yes.
Oh, nice. So you spent Christmas in Ecuador?
No. Yes.
It was a blur.
Where the fuck?
I'll be right back, guys. Hang on.
Okay.
You know what? I think it was just after Christmas we left for Ecuador, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and because we were there for Peru and Ecuador at the same trip, and then Galapagos Island. And I know
Mm.
but we were home for Christmas.
You were home for Christmas, and you
I
spent
was
New
home in British
Year's.
Columbia.
Where,
Yeah.
where did you spend New Year's?
Ooh. New Year's. I want to say, where the fuck did we spend New Year's that year? It might have been at my parent on the way en route. It might have been in New Brunswick on the east coast of
Okay.
Canada en route.
That wasn't a very
Believe it or
long
not,
holiday, was
yeah.
it? You need a holiday like the Kiwis and Aussies. We have like about 6 the school has about 6 weeks school holiday, something like that, in summer. And everyone else probably has about 3 weeks off and over Christmas, New Year.
This whole trip. I usually do go for months and months at a time because there's no
Mhm.
point in going all that way just for a
Yeah,
short
yeah,
time.
exactly.
And I want to say
I'm back.
we spent Christmas here and then New Year's at my folks' place, and then we went to South America, and we were
Mhm.
there until the springtime. Like I gotta
Oh,
say, it was
wow.
for
Okay.
probably 2 months, a month,
Mhm.
and that's why we didn't do more than just Ecuador and Peru because 2 months, 2 countries in 2 months is enough. We didn't want to
Yeah.
cram too much more.
Was it in Spain or was it in Portugal where you did the fireworks one year? Was it New Year's? Was it Portugal or where we've seen fireworks off barges?
Fireworks, no, that was for the St. John's Festival in Portugal, in
Yeah,
Oporto, in
Portugal.
northern Portugal.
Oh, so
But
it
that
wasn't
was
New Year's.
June. I want to say June,
Okay.
first week of June, for the
Mm.
St. John's Festival. Yeah, the Hammer. You look up Hammer Festival, and because they hit each
Mhm.
other with plastic
Oh, that's
hammers.
right. That's right. Yeah.
That's where you get that.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Old Man Bird says, luckily, Canadian Spider-Man is 125% man and thus can lose some man points and still be more manly than many of us. Well, it's not a competition, and don't put that much pressure on me. That's too much pressure, Old Man Bird. Come on.
Yeah. Well,
nothing
listen,
wrong with
I
wearing
just wanted
women's
to mention.
clothing.
Sorry.
No, there's nothing wrong with wearing women's clothing as long as she gets out of them first. Well, or maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry, Rod. Go ahead, please. Rodd Thunderheart.
As I was saying, mentioning because that was something that's why I brought up B-52s, is that I have me looking through the grab bag, and I see there. I noticed there were four B-52 shots, and I took 2 of them, and then
I
oh
thought
man,
a B-52 was a plane.
no, shots, as in like a.
I don't know what that is. A B-52 is a plane.
Oh no, that's what I was trying to say.
That crashed
No,
spectacularly one time.
nope. We've here. I'm gonna let me see. Turn my light on here. B-52.
Sorry.
It has orange flavored liquor.
Ooh. You brought her your liquor.
Coffee flavored cream liqueur, and I guess it's coffee flavored cream liqueur, and orange flavored liquor. That's what a B-52 is.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that was it. Actually, I had
Told
2
me
shots.
to play that.
I had 2. Yeah, okay. I had 2 of those, and so suddenly it just hit me. I'm just like, oh man, I need a nap. And then all of a sudden I wake up. Oh fuck! What about Spidey?
Do you mind reading
He
this?
was all dressed up. He was all dressed up and nowhere to go.
Do you mind reading this, Rodd Thunderheart, from Suzanne?
Yeah, sure. Suzanne Eckstein says, "Lol, Spider-Man, my boy, would laugh and sit and. What's the big deal, men? Women? What's the sex? Women and men and women are sexed hot. Yes, the boy worries me. Well, yes, the boy worries me.
See some drink. I am rum and eggnog, lemon pie. I am indeed drinking rum and eggnog in my wintertime cup, my mug. And so this is a festive time of year. And so this is another festival. This is the Mama Negra Festival. Mama Negra in Ecuador.
Oh, yeah?
Ecuador. Yeah,
Black mother, black
in
was
South
it Black
America, like
Mother or
Black
something?
Mama. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a Mama Negra puppet on her hand, and there's a lot of alcohol and festive dancing and costumes, and it's just fantastic. That looks delicious. The food pic, CSM, not CSM in women's clothing. Yeah, I figured. No, that is the traditional breakfast of Ecuador. Lemon pie. He said rum and eggnog. I am indeed. Yes.
By the way, in Ecuador, there is a was that where you mentioned the Sledgehammer Festival?
The Hammer Festival is in Portugal.
Oh, okay.
Portugal, yeah. Grand
Because in
Marnier, which is orange. Thank you, Miskatonic Madman.
Yeah, no, in it might be Ecuador or but I know it's a Latin American country, but there's a sledgehammer festival there, and like what it is like you take a sledgehammer and you smash these puck shaped things, and they're actually explosives, and like when you slam them, they explode.
That is cool.
It's pretty funny, it's pretty humorous, and
That
like
is fantastic.
and boss, man, pretty boss.
Rod, do you know anything about? I mean, I like military aircraft, but I'm not familiar with this. Do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi before, and I'll get Carla to read.
Sashi says that B-52 aircraft are affectionately known as the Buff, if I remember correctly.
I have not heard of that. Have you?
No, I haven't heard.
No? Yeah, me either.
So in Ecuador for the Mama Negra festival, and those are the Ecuadorian flags you can see. They have a big giant roast pig that they parade up and down the streets with bottles of alcohol and fruit hanging from it and packages of cigarettes. And so
it's party time.
It's party time in the city. The Sledgehammer Festival, that's a real thing. I've never heard of that, Sashi. I've never heard of that.
I'll have to. Yeah, no,
I
found out about that. It's one of those like, why Americans have no idea what it's like to party when when you see some stuff. I mean, for example, in I believe it's Greece, there's a rocket festival where neighboring churches actually shoot rockets at each other.
That sounds like the 4th of July in
no, seriously, it's
Alabama.
It's not. Yeah, true.
That'd be cool. Did you have the rockets that used to take the little round clay motors in them, Rod, that shot the fuel out one end?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I don't think those are legal anymore.
No, I don't think they are.
The reason why I'm saying that is I wanted to buy some for my nephew, and I don't think we can get those anymore.
You're absolutely right. I don't believe they are.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? These days you could probably. I bet you someone on YouTube could tell you how to make one.
Probably.
That's a good point.
That's more effort than I'm gonna put in. I mean, I'm busy. I don't even have time to. But ooh, that's a gorgeous picture. Where the hell is that?
No, looks like an Asian port. It's probably
I have
like
no
an African.
idea where that is. Ooh, that is crossing over Vancouver. One of the bridges in Vancouver, because that is Whistler. That's Whistler. So that is one of the crossing over one of the bridges in Vancouver, folks. That's the Fraser River. Rodd Thunderheart, you've heard of the Fraser River. I'm sure it's a huge river.
Yes.
And it goes
Lemon
through
pie, triple
Vancouver.
nines.
And there is industry on the banks of the Fraser River all through Vancouver. That's what makes it so vitally important. And going up through, and that's Vancouver at sunset, because the bus, you always get in the afternoon, and then by the time you get back to Whistler, it's friggin' dark. It's like 10 o'clock at night. So that's sun going down, and you're still just leaving Vancouver, and you won't be home till midnight or whatever. Anyway, but it's worth it because there's Whistler. That's what you live in.
Sweet.
That is Whistler.
That is beautiful.
Carla,
I love a
or
lightly
ski?
powdered ski.
Oh, I haven't skied since '87.
Yeah,
I'm not
Actually, yeah,
going.
it's
I'm
funny.
too
It's about the
clumsy
same.
to snowboard.
What's that, Rod?
Same here. Yeah, no, I haven't snowboarded, but no, I probably haven't skied for just as long as you, sir.
Well, Rod, Lemon Pie seems to think it's the Fraser Crane River. That is this. It is the Fraser River, but I don't know if it's named after him. And Lemon Pie, great to see you. Eugene Burton, Canadian Spy Captain Findy, would like both of you to come to his channel when you don't shoot the messenger. Oh, Suzanne X Team. No, definitely. When I have time. I didn't even have time to run my channel properly, as you can see. No one wants to be on the receiving end of a B-52. Okay, except for Rodd Thunderheart, says Old Man Bird. Well, the right kind of B-52.
Yeah, true.
Ooh. The Australian YouTube channel is I did a thing. Title of the video is I
Yeah,
made the world's most powerful hammer. Ooh.
he's a funny guy.
I'm familiar with that. Oh, and Old Man Bird says it is beautiful. It is indeed, my friend. It is indeed. Well, there is a Niles River. It's in Egypt. It's the Niles River, and if you dam it up, it'll change the rotation of the Earth. Lemon Pie. I believe that is true. Oh, who's that handsome devil in a snowboard helmet?
Yeah, there you
So
go.
that's the typical. See, it's not that steep. I mean, those are the typical runs. I mean, they're wide. I mean, you're not going to run into people too much. You know, those are, and you have the cat tracks, of course, that cut across, and you can get a lot of air when you hit the cat track and then launch yourself. Just don't like decide to stop below a launching point, because you will get people landing on you. Yeah, that's not a good thing. Oh, and back to Mama Negra Fest. Back to Echo. Okay, so we're leaving Whistler Blackcomb. That's Whistler Blackcomb. We're back to Mama Negra in Ecuador, the Mama Negra Festival. With the, is that what you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. Who's he meant to be?
I have no idea.
He's got a wee sash on him. We can't read the sash. Can I read the sash? Oh, it says M Bar J Bob or something. J Door. J Dob. Ember J Dob.
Let me make it big, and I bet you anything that that our friend Eugene Bird can read it. Let me make it as big as possible. Eugene Bird, our friend, if you, not that I'm requesting you to do this, but if you can read this, if you know what that says.
Oh no, is there more letters? Yeah, it says Ember J Dob. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh no, that's not right. No, that's still not right. No, that's clearly wrong. There we go. Well, if there's a Niles River, indeed. Trump heard about Rodd Super Chats on DC and is sending B-52s. I don't think anyone. Are there any B-52s in service, Rod? Do you think anymore anywhere in the world? Like, I don't know if there's any in service anymore anywhere. I hope there is. I hope there is.
No, you're right. I don't think there are.
Look up.
So I think they're mostly stealth.
This is Ecuador, and it is very cool, Lemon Pie. And there we go. Thank you, Old Man Bird. Embajador is ambassador. Of course, it's ambassador. So he's the Mama Negra ambassador for the little
right.
people.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so the B-52 Strato Fortress is very much still in operation. The US
Strato
Air
Fortress?
Forces.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's being upgraded. It's being upgraded so it will fly well into the 2050s.
Holy shit. I want to fly one.
It's an active and vital part of the American bomber fleet.
Holy shit. Man, it lasted longer than the singing group.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so this is speaking of Ecuadorian food. Ecuador does have seafood, so there's some pork if you like pork chops with a mushroom sauce, and there are your shrimp with a
Mm.
butter. What do you call that? Shrimp cooked in butter, right? Shrimp cooked in butter, and
That
then the
looks,
pork
yeah, that
chops
Yeah.
with
looks
the
good, right?
mushroom sauce, and then the different sauces in between. So hopefully, my goal here every Thursday night is to make people hungry. So I really hope this is making people hungry.
That won't make
Ooh,
me hungry.
ooh. Now switching back over to the warm side of Christmas, because Ecuador, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the same, 12 hours of sun all day long every year. It's the
Hmm.
same. But switching over to the southern hemisphere, Carla, do you recognize this? And I know I'm putting you on the spot. You
Is
know
it
where my brother
Sydney
lives.
somewhere? Oh yeah, Perth. He lives
This
in
is south
in
of Perth,
Fremantle.
yeah.
No, is it
This is
Fremantle
Buffalo
or
Beach, south of
oh, is
Perth
it?
in Bunbury.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
okay.
Yeah, and
Bunbury. That's
this is early December, a couple years ago.
Oh, wow.
wow. Yeah, we have a couple of beaches you're allowed to drive on. Not that many. You wouldn't want
Not
to
that many.
too much.
Now,
You
why
don't
is
want to
that?
too much
And I support that reason, but do you want to share with our friends, Carla, why you shouldn't drive on beaches?
because well, the sand will get everywhere and you'll get stuck.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's the selfish reason, but also
Yeah.
there's other reasons.
I don't know. I just don't want to. No, no. I mean, there are. I don't know.
I mean,
I
well,
don't know why.
lots of animals nest and make burrows and homes in the sand.
Not in sand like that. But
Sure, they do.
maybe in the dunes. Maybe
The
in the dunes
crabs,
they
the
might.
crabs do.
But
Hmm.
they would be in the water. They
The
don't.
the
They.
backpackers, the backpackers
Yeah.
do.
True. That's true. But yeah,
But
no, we only
also,
have a couple of
if
beaches
you're
you can drive on.
relaxing on a nice Australian beach and
Mm.
you've come all the way here to just have some nice relaxing, and then there's a 4x4.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I want to take aggressive action
Well, you
with a
just don't go to
boomerang.
those beaches. They don't let them on every beach there, do they?
No, no, it's
No.
very rare to
Okay.
have vehicles on beaches. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, Fraser Island is famous on the east coast of Australia for having. You can rent jeeps and go through it, and lots of
Oh,
Englishmen and
really?
Canadians get them stuck out there in low tide, and they go too
Of
far,
course.
and yeah, that's why they demand like well, it used to be $1,000
Big.
up front. It's a lot more
Yep.
now, I suspect.
Yep.
But Rod,
Yeah.
have you ever driving 4x4 in the sand is much like driving 4x4 in the snow, except every once in a while you have rivers coming out from off the island going out to the ocean. So you'll be driving along on the sand beach, and then all of a sudden it'll
Mm,
drop out like 2 feet below you, and you'll be in a
mm.
ravine with like water and quicksand.
Wow.
So you
Huh.
gotta like slow down for those. Carla, you know what I'm talking about, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. We have them all. Our beach isn't a beach without a river coming through it
Mm.
in New Zealand.
Rod, have you done that at all?
Uh, you mean taking a vehicle down the beach?
Yes, sir.
No, I have not.
Ooh,
We did
it's a
take
good
we
Christmas
did
It's
thing.
take
not
a
very
rusty
comfortable.
old Jeep around in on Cozumel, but
Ooh,
unfortunately,
that's
and at
cool.
one point there, like luckily we didn't get into any accidents, but could tell the Jeep was in a state of disrepair, and I'm guessing too it's probably also the salty sea air that probably was
Oh, for sure.
the culprit for why the Jeep was having problem. We were having problems steering. I mean, I seen my brother like steering,
Oh my goodness.
steering all the way over to the all the way over to the all the way to the left, and we were still going straight.
Oh dear,
So yeah, yeah,
it's like a
and
boat.
then like yeah, we actually smashed the passenger side mirror, like
Oh,
off, and really, but we're like, Oh, fuck it. Okay, we just returned it, and then like luckily they weren't very, shall we say, um, I mean, like they just kind of, here you go, rent it, and then like they don't bother checking before, and they don't bother checking after, which most places usually would,
Probably better.
so.
Do you have an opinion? I know you've got an opinion on this.
Why? What is that? Ice or something?
No, what Sashi is saying, Sashi's statement.
Oh, yeah, no. Sashi
Yep.
4440 says sold the old aircraft last forever with maintenance. Yeah, I believe that.
Same with humans.
Mhm.
It's true. And Carla Burton, do you mind reading this from our friend Sashi?
I get aviation news all the time. They recently announced upgrades to the aircraft to make them more relevant. Fair
Ooh.
enough. Why
Huh.
not? There's a lot of metal that's like invested in there.
So they have more
Cool.
screens. Let me tell. So people can get their so people can post TikToks from the military as they're going out for
Yeah,
service.
for sure.
You need the
Aircraft,
right
there's an
vehicle
aircraft.
on beach sand. That's true. You
It
got to
might be a
lower
facade.
your tire pressure. And you used to see mini mokes on the beach. Mini mokes. Okay, cool. And Carla, do your police officers look like that? Same as Western Australian police officers?
No, they're in, I think they're in blue, Els.
Okay.
They're probably that color because of it's always hot there. So they probably
That's
have a different color. Whereas we're
true.
in
Makes
New
sense.
Zealand, it's not like that. So, and
Yeah.
even Sydney and them, I'm pretty sure they're blue as well.
Yeah.
Probably, I imagine Northern Territory probably look like that as well.
Ooh.
As a guess, at a guess.
No, you know what? You're probably and shorts even, I would suspect.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
So I'm being arrested there. Too much tinsel, too much tinsel on the Christmas tree. That is an arrestable offense, believe it or not.
Yeah, fair enough.
Too much tinsel on the Christmas tree will get you thrown in the back of the paddy wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. Pictures there didn't happen.
Tinsel.
Ooh. That's in Hammersley Gorge in Western Australia. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Oh,
wow.
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it is so hot there, Carlos. Speaking of hot temperatures and policemen in bicycle shorts, this water is cold, and because it's fed by waterfalls, there's no crocodiles in there. There's no salties, so it's safe to swim in, and it's cool because it's in the shadows most of the day. The sun only hits it right
That's
in the middle of the day.
awesome. How do you
Hammersley
get out
Gorge.
of there?
It's part
How
of
do you get out?
Kirangini National Park in Western Australia, 2/3 of the way up Western Australia.
How do you get out of that?
Well, I climbed out. You got to be climby.
Okay.
Webbing, if you have your
I
web
see how
shooters.
you get in. I just don't see how you get out.
Well, web shooters.
Oh, fair enough.
You got to just act like a 12-year-old boy and you'll be fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I'm a mum, and you can't take the mum out of me.
No, but you know what 12-year-old boys act like.
I do.
Rod, do you mind reading this from our friend Greek Letters?
Yeah, sure. Greek Letters says, went to go refill my cup with coffee. What did I miss? Is that officer trying to do the pull the pants maneuver?
Yeah, he grabbed hold all right. He was a friend of the family's, but he wasn't joking around. And Sashi says, yeah, Austin Mini Mokes. I do remember the name. Based on the Mini platform, more of a beach buggy. Those are awesome. And 13 likes. Thank you, old man Bird.
I think James May was driving one on the Grand Tour.
Ooh. Oh, look, Japanese men without pants, Carla.
Oh, why?
Nope. Something else. Because during festivals, no matter what time of year, the Japanese men like to put on, the samurai, the really tight diaper type things.
Yes.
There's a word for them that I never bothered learning because I'm never going to wear one. And for all kinds of festivals, no matter what time of year, for fireworks, for celebrations, they love to just. And part of the stream is celebration, celebration in warm climates, celebration in cool climates. Now, Japan, it's so long and tall. The northern part of Japan has climates much like Canada. The southern
Yeah.
tips of Japan have like climates that's similar to Australia. A
Mhm.
lot of it is similar to New Zealand, like Hokkaido. Northern
Yep.
Japan would be similar to New Zealand. I found Tokyo similar to Victoria on Vancouver Island and Seattle. Like Seattle
Okay.
and Tokyo have very similar like
Okay.
climate cycles in my
Yep.
limited experience, I would say. But yeah, wearing. I mean, if it's hot and there's a lot of alcohol involved, men anywhere in the world will take their pants off, no matter what month.
Is it called a fundoshi?
Yes, it is. It
Okay.
is called a fundoshi. How do you know?
Okay. I looked it up because I'm not
Oh,
drunk.
well, I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't drive a
think you
school
may be a
bus.
wee bit.
It is a fundoshi. It is a
Mhm.
fundoshi. Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
A diaper samurai says Greek letters. And so the other thing I love about traveling around in climates that do have winter is Australia is beautiful, Thailand is beautiful, but this is Japan, and I showed you pictures of Canada earlier, British Columbia, that were beautiful in the winter, and I think Japan in the winter is beautiful as well. I mean, just this is in the middle
Did
of
you
a
ever go
little
to the
bit of a
snow
snowstorm.
festival? Did you go to the
Um,
snow festival? There's one in Sapporo. I mean, Amori.
No,
In
no, I
Amori.
was working. I was working a
Oh
lot.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I
pretty
did not get a
amazing.
chance. But you know what? On my time off, I would do like I am here, wander around my neighborhood, and I would just find like a little narrow alleyway, and it would open up into gardens and a temple complex, and then you'd find
Oh
yourself in
yeah.
this. You just find
Yep.
yourself here.
Cool.
Yeah. And what? No, that's not true. Lemon pie. Rod, do you mind? You know what he's talking about. Do you mind reading this?
Lemon Pie and 999 says, now that you've shown this pic, this man will have to commit seppuku.
Hi, Johnny.
And Greek letter says it's December 19th, and we're still wearing shorts and t-shirts over here. Wow, in Greece? Really?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
rub that in. Thanks for
Yeah.
rubbing
So we
that
have
in,
to
my
have our
friend.
aircon on cold because it's so hot.
Wow. But no, I mean, if you didn't have minus temperatures, you wouldn't have beautiful shots and photos like this, right?
This is true.
Oh, and this is a
That's
cold
my
winter's
favorite sort of
morning.
shot. I
This
love
is a
trains.
cold winter's morning, coming out over probably Kitakogane, I would say, in north east of Tokyo.
Hail
And
Tony
just
Stark.
the sun is coming up low over the train lines, and that's in Tokyo, north of Tokyo. And hello,
Nice.
Oh,
I see Stark of Iron is here. He says, greetings from the future ruler of the star system and by proxy, Big Galaxy. Hail everyone here. Hello to you, Tony Stark. Thanks for being here. I want to welcome you to the chat. And Carla, do you mind reading what he says?
I can't say too long. I got member movie night in a few, but while I'm cooking, I'll lurk.
Oh, hey, thanks for being here, Tony. And we've already been an
Hey.
hour and a half almost, so we're not going to be too
Yeah, I can't.
much
I haven't. Yeah,
longer.
I can't stay too long.
Ooh.
Colonel
Today,
Tony Sanders.
And this is one of the temples I discovered in my wintertime walks, and I just came across this guy, and he's a demigod of some sort. I don't know much about him. He was in my
what's he
local.
made out of?
He looked
What
to be
material?
bronze, Carla. He looked to be bronze.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
But everything else was wood around him, like really old wood. And this is a local temple complex, not too far from where I was. One of the houses I was living at.
He looks like a devil with
like
horns.
I thought he was a devil, and really dusty, like decades of
Interesting.
dust.
Where exactly
Wow,
is that?
and that is really really interesting because the Japanese are so clean and tidy about everything.
Not
Yet
when not
it
when
was
it
like
comes.
that.
No, they don't disturb their old monuments. This
That
is
is
a
interesting.
town northeast of Tokyo called Kita Kogane. Kita meaning north, like North Kogane, I guess it would be, but Kita Kogane. And I just love that picture, and that was one of the wintertime pictures I took.
They call those a coup.
Aku,
Who's that?
AKU.
Yeah. Yep.
I've heard that of that. Yep, minor devils.
That's why they that's why they base, or that's why a coup is named a coup in Samurai Jack.
Oh, well, there you go. And
Look at
that
that
is
muscly fellow there, eh?
that is Turquoise Bay. Oh, that was many years ago in Western Australia, not around the corner from Shark Bay. If you walk around the corner from Shark Bay, you'll get the Turquoise Bay, and that's in that area, Shark Bay, Turquoise Bay. So
Is
that's
this in
tropical.
2001?
This would have been 2003. The next time around. The next time around,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very clear. It must be very clear water as you go out to that bay.
It is, and Ningaloo Reef is Australia's second biggest reef, and it's off the western coast, and it has marine life that is just about comparable to the Great Barrier Reef. I'll tell you that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ooh, and this is in Peru. All of a sudden, we're back in
Sugarcane?
Peru. Ecuador?
Is it
No, this
sugarcane?
is Ecuador. No, this is Ecuador. This is Nathaniel's Jungle Hut, Nathan's Jungle Lodge in Ecuador, off of the Amazon River. And he's cutting the tube of a cane, and later he puts the cane flower the water up your nose, and it's supposed to relieve congestion. So he cuts open he cuts open the bamboo cane thingy there.
Huh.
And then he pours the open liquid into the leaf and then right up your nose. And it's not, no, these are not drugs.
I was going to say, did it work?
It's not drugs. I know what you're thinking. No, this is supposed to help with altitude sickness. We weren't at altitude, which is weird. And to clear your congestion. And did it work? I snorted it. It did. Yeah, I have a video. I have I haven't played it because it's only 3 seconds long, so you can't play a 3 second long video. I mean, that's lame.
Yeah.
But I do have a 3 second long video of me taking this up the nose.
Okay.
Don't clip that. Oh, and this is on the Amazon River. This is sunset on the Amazon River.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
were you scared when you were on that?
We were swimming in it earlier, and I was nervous as fuck because he said there are anacondas, there are piranhas. Like we were piranha fishing earlier that day. Yeah, I was nervous, but I went in anyway because, I mean, when are you going to get to do that again, right?
Hello, Chicken Explorers. I don't know who that is. But... Hi, Jill.
Anyway, that's
hey,
Christmas. There's Christmas on the Amazon.
Really?
No, it's not Christmas. It's like October.
You know what you should have done? Just put Santa hats on you in every picture today, and then.
Greek letter is talking about the deity statue. It says he's wearing armor, so he must be a war deity or a warlord. I believe it. And hello, Chicken Explorers. That is an awesome name. And hello and welcome to you, Chicken Explorers. And Sashi, if you know Chicken Explorers, I will wrench him right away. Auntie Jervis Jill, welcome and hello to you. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Jill.
And now you know the expression "take it up the nose" came from. Well, that's, I guess, so. Jill, did you hear that? Yeah, just in time, Jill? Well, I mean, I'd rather, never mind. We don't need to.
Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to see you later. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Carla. I'm just about ending. We're an hour and a half, so we're not going to be too much
sorry.
longer.
I've had a horrific day, and it's still got horrific evening to go. So.
Oh, well, you know what would help you?
What's that? A B-52?
No.
That. Yeah, it would.
The liquid plant aspirin up the nose.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I need something. Anyway, okay, see you later, guys, and have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you guys.
Merry Christmas, Carla.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, Carla.
Good night to you.
Yeah, night.
And that is, oh, okay. We'll just move Rod up there. Okay. So this is one of one of the Japanese nurse friends that was helping me with my back issue, my back stretching issues. This is
Right.
her, Ogura-chan. And so shout out to Ogura-chan, a very professional nurse. She's awesome. And she didn't speak a lick of English, but we were able to. Rod, you ever met someone where they didn't speak your language and you didn't speak their you didn't speak their language, they didn't speak yours, but you were still able to communicate?
Yeah.
This is her.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
I can imagine too. You probably point to your back and you're just kind of like, sort of thing, and
Kind
and
of.
she probably
Ooh.
totally got what you're trying, that you were.
And Lemon Pie said, "Welcome, chicken," just as I put that on the screen, because I do like to get people hungry as they watch this screen. So this is barbecue chicken in far north Queensland, just before Christmas, as a matter of fact. They had
Queensland.
a massive party.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lemon Pie. Good night, Lemon Pie. Good night, Carla Burton.
Yeah. Good night,
Good night.
Love and Pie. Good night, Carla Burton.
I can buy pouches. All right. Yeah, we don't have too many pictures here left. Oh, what does that say?
That says.
Happy New Year,
Oh, okay.
Australia. I think that says Happy New Year from Australia.
Yeah, I could barely see it. Yeah,
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Actually,
with the
Merry,
Scotsman and my brother there.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. There we go. So that we are sweating off. Yeah, I'm right in the middle there. My brother is there. The Scotsmen are there. And we sent that back to our families to make them jealous one Christmas.
Huh.
And I believe it worked because it was like 35 degrees Celsius. So what's that in Fahrenheit? Like 95 or something. Yeah, that was epic.
97, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, right behind the pool there. That was an epic time. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I don't mind the cold temperatures as long as it doesn't last for more than like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, bring on
Not
the
even
heat.
that. I don't even like it that. Like I would just like 4 or 5 days, a cold snap,
Oh yeah,
and then just get us back to like -10 or
is that long enough to kill all the like the pests and the pine beetles and all the things that wreck the forestry industry up here?
Okay, you're
I'm
not
not
wrong.
sure.
Yeah.
It takes a little while, I think. And
Yeah.
the ticks and the bed bugs. I know bed bugs need 24 hours at minus like 24 degrees Celsius, something like that.
Yeah. See.
So this is one of the famous Japanese walkway shrine entrances there, and I just thought I'd
Yeah.
throw that up there because at Christmas a lot of people do go to churches and a lot of people go to temples and shrines, and so if you're like this is your entrance to the shrine, it's gonna make you in a good mood. You're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even recognize who's that gentleman in the green right in the middle there. That's a handsome little fellow there.
Yeah, Lemon Pie makes a point of saying that I thought Rod jogs in freezing weather. How does he not like the cold? No, Lemon, you're not wrong. I mean, but it's really more of just adapting, and like and I remember even when I went out in like -50, I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And but I'm shocked too because like
the side of your leg at that temperature.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh no, but I mean, on the other side of the coin too, your body is its own natural heater, and if I mean layer your clothes, sure, but I mean like layer them properly so that the bottom layer is breathable, and then the next layer is loose.
Yeah, and that breathes because you got to get the moisture away from you as quick as possible. Yeah, those are tori or gates indeed, Sashi. Ooh, and this is Christmas. This is before Christmas one year. Up again in far north Queensland, off of Port Douglas, sailing the Mossman off of the Mossman Gorge area, the Mossman Gorge and the Daintree Rainforest. which are World Heritage sites up off of Port Douglas.
Nice.
Gold is being a relative term. That is the key. Yeah. See, this weather here in the sailboat before Christmas, that was like 24, 25 Celsius t-shirt weather. You can be sure. I mean, here we are here. There's my brother and my brother climbing the tree like a maniac, and then myself in the center ground there in the blue shorts, just watching him. Yeah, he did do a backflip off of that. Yes, that is correct. Yeah,
wow.
But anyway, this is what we do in the wintertime. If you go to Australia, you can jump off the trees in Mossman Gorge. This is a spot called the Hippie Hole. It's far too touristy now. This was back in the day. This picture was taken before there was any tourists there. Now, Rod, there's signage and there's a tourist parking lot, and it's just pathetic. They probably don't even let you jump off the trees there now.
Estúpida turistas.
Turistas, exactly. Ooh, that's tropical. Oh, I'm in the swimming pool taking a picture of Dougie's hostel.
Oh, cool.
I'm from this. Yeah, I'm sitting because I recognize that picnic table because we used to sit on that picnic table and roll doobies and joints, allegedly, and drink beers. But I'm in the swimming pool taking a picture of the doobie rolling table and the front desk at Dougie's Backpackers, best backpackers hostel in the world. If you have to spend Christmas away from home, I hope you're spending it at Dougie's Backpackers. And
nice.
there's 4 Mile Beach. So that's like a 4-minute walk from Dougie's Backpackers is this beach. It's called 4 Mile Beach right there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's Port Douglas's main beach. It's not really 4 miles. I think it's only like maybe 2.5, but they round up. The Australians, they don't know the miles.
No, they don't. They know the kilometers.
Ooh. Chicken Explorer says, I'm in New Mexico and it hasn't been getting very cold here yet. Oh, well, lucky for you. It was snowing here. It turned to rain now, but it was snowing earlier, Chicken Explorers.
We had a blizzard yesterday.
Ooh, really? A full-on blizzard? Well, see, this is why, Rod, we're looking at tropical pictures. I thought I would cheer people up and expose them to Christmas on the other side of the world.
Yes,
and those
thank
are
you.
My friend who owns Dougie's Backpackers. His name is Steve. He said, do you know the difference between coconut trees and coconut palm trees?
I do not.
The coconut palm trees are the ones with coconuts in them.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Oh, okay. That would be a no-brainer, but obvious statement is obvious. Obvious statement is obvious, I guess.
Thanks for being here, Chicken Explorers. I know, Rod, he had me. I had no idea what he was talking about. Then I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Do you mind reading what our friend Lemon Pie is saying in the chat, please, Rod?
Yeah, Lemon Pie 999 says, just don't end up like Jack Torrance, found frozen in the snow with psychotic facial expression. CSM and Rod.
No, we will not. That's why Captain Morgan keeps us warm.
Yep, I've got my co-op beer.
Nice. And what are we looking at, Rod? Anyone in the chat? What are we looking at? Anyone that spent any time on beaches? It's a natural phenomenon made by natural critters.
I should know this one, actually.
I'm going to need a lot more. Or, I guess I could just pour stronger drinks, I suppose. Anti-Derivative Jill, you found Chicken Explorers? Well, thank you. He has a channel. Well, you know what, Chicken Explorers? If you have a channel, I'm going to make you a moderator. There's no expectations. There's no, don't feel you have to do anything about that. I'm going to add a moderator. There we go. Standard moderator. No responsibilities. I just want to see how many moderators YouTube will let us have. So there we go. So, Chicken Explorers, you're welcome. That is not plankton. Good call, Lemon Pie. No.
Oh, plankton.
No, that's not plankton. there's little tiny crabs that, like, I
Oh,
mean, little tiny crabs smaller than your pinky thumbnail. Well, maybe not smaller than Jill's pinky thumbnail, but smaller than Rodd in your and mine pinky thumbnail. And the little tiny crabs, and they dig in the sand, and then they ball up the sand that they're digging out into like in a giant spitball, and they throw it out on the beach. And so you
huh.
get these little tiny balls of sand, like spitballs of sand that they're excavating with, and they make little patterns on the sand. And so what we're looking at is excavations of hundreds of little creatures in the ground, in the
Oh,
beach.
wow. Huh.
And yeah. Have you guys heard of sea coconuts? They look like large mangosteens. I have not, but I want to eat them.
Hmm.
And yeah, you got it, Carla Burton. She said it. Crabs. Chicken Explorer says, I have over 500 moderators on my channel. Really? I'm just approaching 100 now.
Huh.
Dang it. I typed crabs, but it didn't post. No, we got it, Carla. You did. You were the first one to type crabs. We have those sorts of things here too. I figured, okay, so yeah, those aren't the crabs themselves. Those are the excavation little balls that they make all over the beach. But yeah, they're cool. I think I have a video of those somewhere, Rodd.
Huh. Right
Okay,
on.
so there's 4 Mile Beach. If you go to Port Douglas and you go to Dougie's Backpackers, that is 4 Mile Beach.
Ah.
And I've spent months and months. I tore up Rodd Thunderheart. Do you know that I was supposed to head home and I had a little bit of money left over, and so I tore up my plane ticket, headed home, and bought another one for like 2 weeks later because I was having such a good time, and you make such good friends.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just couldn't say no. So I said, fuck it. I think it was $1,200 or whatever, which is a lot of money. But Rodd Thunderheart, yeah, he'll be back. That's not on purpose, folks. He'll be back. But anyway, this is 4 Mile Beach in far north Queensland, in Cairns. Port Douglas, just north of Cairns, about 67 kilometers, I want to say, if memory serves. Okay, and this is one of those, again, one of those old devil statues that you'll find in the temples around Japan, and they're really dusty, and they're just old paint. And this is I tried to do an artistic, like, painting shot of this guy, of just his head and his necklace. But yeah, this is one of the devil deities that's protecting one of the ancient shrines in Japan near Abiko.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was trying to plug my phone in and then accidentally hit back.
Mm-hmm. No, after multitudes of eggnog, I'll do the same thing, Rodd. You don't worry about that. Oh, what country do you think this is, Rodd?
Switzerland?
Ooh, Whistler would be proud that you said that, because they are trying to make Whistler European looking. So yes,
Okay.
it's meant to look like
Why
Switzerland,
didn't
but
I
that
say,
is in
well, of
fact
course.
our own country. That is British Columbia. That is Whistler Ski Resort in Whistler Creekside, to be exact. Whistler Creekside in British Columbia. Yeah.
That that'd probably be my second guess, but
And I don't does that, how much money is the engineer getting paid to make sure that house doesn't fall?
oh, I bet, eh? Yeah.
How many, BC, British Columbia housing prices, how many millions of dollars would a ski house like that be worth? Multiple millions.
Oh yeah, totally. And too, BC translates to bring cash.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And can you see in the valley looking down, there's some fog over it right now, but that's the lake. So he actually does have a lake view.
Yeah.
You can see, I think that's probably Nita Lake.
Yeah.
Or Alpha Lake or Nita Lake, but maybe Alpha. But yeah, that is a typical house in Whistler, British Columbia. So I thought that was appropriate for Christmas. And okay, here's more of Whistler from Creekside. This is Whistler Creekside. looking down
Oh,
over the valley
okay.
towards Whistler Village. And I took this shot on my way home from work. I used to work until just about sunset. And I took this shot riding home. And I just love this shot. This just shows Whistler before Christmas. This is just before Christmas, Rod. It is a
Yeah.
magical place to spend Christmas. If you have unlimited funds, or if someone else is paying, mind you, Whistler Ski Resort, if you don't mind lots of crowds and lots of people and lots of conspicuous consumption, Whistler Ski Resort is, but you don't have to partake in all of that. You can just get like great takeout food and just wander around and take photographs of the village just like this.
You know, the TV show Psych was filmed in Whistler, Whistler Ski Resort.
I don't. I have friends right here. You know where I live. I've got friends right here in the Ville that have worked on several projects in Whistler for TV. And they are doing more and more there, which is impressive. That's not
Wow.
impressive for the locals. Let me tell you, the locals hate it, but it is getting the people that have money invested in Whistler. They're quite happy about it. Yes.
Oh, I bet. And well, it's also getting prohibitively expensive to work in or to film in California, which is ironic, being that's Hollywood, and, but that's Hollywood, baby.
Ooh, there's Whistler. That's up in Harmony Ridge. There's more of Whistler.
Oh, God.
Don't go up there unless you have a guide and you know what you're doing.
Oh, I would imagine.
Rod will be fine. We got contacts. They'll look after us. Psych was a fun show. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Fun show, not a fun girlfriend. Ooh, okay. And here's Whistler coming down to Harmony. This is the bottom of Harmony Chair. So we're going up the mountain, looking at the bottom of Harmony Chair. And that's Blackcomb Mountain in the background. So you can go over the peak-to-peak chairlift and go over on Blackcomb Mountain. You can see all the runs go down to, that is Sunset Boulevard, going down back to the village. You can see the connecting trail on the bottom there. But yeah, this is coming up from Harmony Ridge in Whistler Ski Resort. A beautiful place to go for Christmas. It really is. Oh, there's a little tiny tail of a red helicopter at the very tippy top of this picture that I cut off the helicopter. So way to go, Steve. You can just see the red tail of the helicopter.
That looks like a star's.
Yeah. No, way to go, Steve. That's a brilliant, beautiful
air
shot.
ambulance. I mean,
it. They do use it for, but they also use them for just patrols and running around. Ooh, and here's going up Creekside. This is Red Chair in Creekside, going up from Red Chair Base, in the middle of a blizzard, and it is cold, and you can't even light a doobie in these conditions, Rodd Thunderheart. You can't even smoke a joint on the chairlift if you wanted to.
Really? Why? Because it's just cold?
You're in the middle of the air and it's blowing 40 kilometers an hour around you. And it's like minus 20.
Okay.
That's part of this. What you're looking at right there, that's part of why I gave up snowboarding. Because going up to the chairlift to begin your snowboarding run, to begin your 15 or 20 minutes of fun, you spend 20 minutes on the chairlift freezing your ass off like this. Now I've taken over doing scuba diving instead. So what do you do when you go out to the scuba diving deck? Well, you're on a boat in the sun, surrounded by bikinis. It's a much different environment. That's why I've taken up scuba diving more than
I was going to say it's probably
the
snowboard. Probably the opposite.
But anyway, I thought this picture was, see how low, this is the middle of the day, Rodd Thunderheart, and see how low the sun is in the sky in the middle of the day.
That's amazing. Well, I noticed that though. I mean, like when I was in Creston, and my truck and my home hardware truck broke down. I was thinking, well, what do I do? And then the dude after mentioned to me, like, hey, there's just down the end of the block there is the Billy Goat's Bluff hike. It's like, yeah, I'll go check that out. So I did, and I got up about 45 minutes, and I think I was about halfway up the hiking trail. Part of me wanted to go all the way to the top, and I started
Oh
to.
yeah.
Then suddenly it hit me. How the the sun was just setting behind the mountain, and I'm just kind of like, oh my fucking god, get out of here, because it's going to be dark. You know, I mean, like, and shit, it was only like 8:30, but yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
because it gets dark early, doesn't it?
oh yeah. And then I'm just kind of like, I wasn't like running, but I was like slow jog, and like, oh, phew, I got down there just as it really darkened off, and I'm like, phew, ugh, didn't want to be on the hiking trail when it's like
No,
dark.
no, not in the dark. And yeah, old man bird, it is kind of scary. These shots when you're riding on the chairlift in Whistler Ski Resort, same as any ski resort. I mean, yeah, that is kind of scary going up because you're well above the terrain. And it's not like you're falling down to like flat ground. You're falling down to a mountainside. So you're not gonna just fall and not roll. You're gonna fall and then keep rolling down the cliffside like at great
Yeah,
speed with you'll start an avalanche. Well, hopefully not.
yeah.
And if you're riding with cool people like my brothers and my brother's friends, you don't put the safety gate down because that's what like squares do. So you ride and you're just balancing on the park bench with no safety gate down in front of you. And there's no law requiring you to do that, which I don't think there should be a law. But the cool kids ride with the safety bar up. That's how we just do it there, just so you know. So it makes it all the more scary and
I get
dumb.
it.
Yeah,
I
dumb.
get
Yes.
it, but I mean, like, I'm at that age where I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna take the chance.
Well, I am now, but this was 20 years ago, Rod.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. No,
oh,
no, I know.
how's that?
Exactly. That's my point.
That's a shot. There you go. That's Cheakamus Lake, I believe. That's Cheakamus Lake through the shot.
Oh, cool.
No, that's not Cheakamus Lake. No, screw me. No, we're looking at Blackcomb Mountain over there in the distance. That is not Cheakamus Lake. That is the clearing for Green Chair. That is the sort of the end of Green Chair where everyone comes down at the bottom of the bowl and conglomerates again and goes up on Green Chair. That's the opening for. That's not a lake. That's the opening for Green Chair. That's a ski run.
Hmm.
Looking through the trees, going up. I've got to say that's probably the village gondola. Looking through the trees, looking over at Green Chair. I just like that photo. And do you mind reading Jill's comment, Rod, please?
Yeah, sure. Anti-derivative Jill says, I wish I got snow that often, lemon pie. I got it in 2004 and 2017. I am waiting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of Americans down there, pretty much. I'll say this: it's hard not to laugh, though. I'm sorry, but I mean, I mean, like they get half a foot of snow, it's just kind of like, oh, whole world stops. Snow
That's
day.
oh, dude, in Vancouver and Tokyo, it's like 3 centimeters of snow or like half an inch. You're right. And
Oh yeah,
Lemon Pie says it's his generic South Texas estimated figure of once every 5 years. And I think that's about right for where he is.
Hmm.
Did CSM hit snow bunnies at the resort? Said Lemon Pie. Lemon Pie, no. And I'll tell you why. My youngest brother, who's now living in Western Australia, shout out to Pat, he gave me some advice the first week I moved to Whistler. He says, never pick up ladies on the ski hill because you can hide an awful lot in a snow suit. And he's right. He's absolutely right. Not to mention, the ratio of guys to girls in a ski resort is like double the men to women for sure. And a lot of them, they want the guys with the Quebec French accent, and the
Québécois.
professional. All they do is snowboard all year. They're like, they wear their snowboard goggles to the tanning salons, so they have like tanning lines with snow goggles. Yeah, it's a fashion scene, and I was there for the extracurricular activities, not involving ladies. Not that I didn't. I mean, yeah, I did have a girlfriend or two, but Um, those, I mean, they were redheads, both of them. Well, and the Japanese girl also. But I mean, they were into snowboarding. Anyway, no, but I didn't go looking for it. No, they just happened.
Yeah.
They just happened. But no, stay away from girls because you can hide an awful lot in a snowboard suit. A snowsuit is my brother's advice, and I pass that on to you, Mr. Thunderheart.
Okay. What, you
And
mean like
how's that? See, there's coming up. You can go down to the green chair. There's the trails. There's Blackcomb in the background. There's Blackcomb.
Okay.
We're looking over at Blackcomb, and we're
Okay.
on Whistler Mountain, and we're looking at Green Chair. The run's in front of us, Green Chair, and we're coming from the gondola. We're sort of going overland, like not on the trails, but it's over cross country over to Green Chair from the Whistler gondola. And looking at Blackcomb Mountain, I mean, how epic is that? I mean, damn, it was gorgeous. Rod, it was humbling. Do you know what I mean? It was humbling to be in that scale of nature.
No, I bet. Yeah.
Like fucking humbling.
No, I understand. I mean, like, when I was driving through the mountains with, there's so many times I actually just simply pulled over in in some check stops or not check stops to like just, where you can just pull over on the side of the road and then just, and like that's exactly what it is. And then I'd get out and take some stunning pictures all around me. Just like the sheer majesty of the mountains is just
creating a traffic hazard as you do. I've done it. I've been there. I've done it.
No, actually, that's what I say. Like, because there's pull over stops on the side of the road.
You can spot the Quebecers because they are eating a baguette while skiing. That is true.
That they got the Quebec accent.
That is true. Ooh, wow! We switched from Whistler Ski Resort. That's Whistler in the wintertime. This is Japan celebrating fireworks, but this is the summertime. I don't even know why I threw this in here, but this is Osaka in the middle of summer. The
nice.
Fireworks and the snack tents, all the different specialty foods, street foods, their tents are up there. But this is Osaka fireworks in the middle of summer. Sorry, chat. We're just going off the rails here tonight.
And by the way, I got a kick out of the fact that in many of his early films, Jean-Claude Van Damme, in order to make excuses for his accent, they simply said that he was Canadian.
That makes sense.
And no, it was cute, and like us Canadians, I was like, yeah, Van Damme's pretending to be one of us.
We get tickled pink anytime any other country mentions us.
Yeah, totally.
And here's the last picture of the night, Rod. And this is not me.
Well, obviously,
this fella. Holy shit, Rod! I would pay money to see this guy wrestle you. Damn, he's a Shokozuna.
Yeah,
you're in big trouble.
Not Shoko.
Oh, Yokozuna, right? Yokozuna. Yeah, you're in big trouble. This guy, he's a professional, man.
Oh yeah.
I saw wrestling matches before Christmas. It was early December in Tokyo. They go all year round, but they ramp up, sort of like how Americans watch football for the holidays, and they do have sumo wrestling on for the holidays.
Yeah,
and so you do not want to mess with these guys. You think they're not strong?
No, they're ridiculously strong. It's like trying to move a mountain.
They are strong, and you will not gain an inch. You will try and push them, and they will fold you like a taco.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mexico, Lemon Pie says, I encountered mountains in Mexico, but it was not cold. Well, I encountered mountains in Japan, and this fucker was one of them.
Yeah. By the way, to finish up what I was saying about Jean-Claude Van Damme, I just got a kick out of the fact that he was pretending to be Canadian, but I mean, like, notice that we're like, hey, cool, he's pretending to be one of us, but then like any real Canadian would sit there kind of like and look at him and it's like, wait a minute, he's speaking French, but he's speaking like the beautiful beautiful language French, the
Mm-hmm.
Flemish French, whereas
Mm-hmm.
like Canadian French is basically
Mm-hmm.
the Quebecois French, which they just they're just so obviously from Montreal.
I do like Montreal. I do like Montreal. Do you mind reading what our friend Anti-Derivative... Hi, Anti-Derivative Jill. Hello,
Hey,
and
Jill.
welcome to you. Do you mind
Yeah,
reading what Jill is saying, please?
yeah. Anti-derivative Jill says some Mexican Americans pop fireworks on Christmas Eve. Not my family though. We do celebrate Christmas Eve rather than during the day. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's funny you mentioned that, Jill, because Canadians, many as a tradition, would actually open their presents on Christmas Eve.
I will open one on Christmas Eve, yes.
Yeah, my family would open just one.
Yep.
But
Rodd, I have. Do you know? Speaking of Mexico, on Christmas Eve, I was down there 2 years ago for the whole season, and I was there for Christmas. Spent Christmas on the West Coast, and piñatas are a huge part
oh yes,
of
yes,
Christmas in Mexico. And if you don't mind, I was going to share a piñata video that I took while I was there.
sure.
If that's okay,
Oh no,
because
absolutely.
I think the chat might appreciate that. So I'm going to share this now with the chat,
Sure.
and hopefully, do you see piñatas?
Oh, of course.
You do.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. All right. So this is less than a minute, and let's just watch my Christmas piñata video because I'm all done with the photos. So we're about to
Cool.
end the stream, and I thought
Yep.
I'd show the Christmas piñata video. This is in Western Mexico just 2 years ago. So here we are in Mexico, shopping for piñata. There's all kinds of piñatas. They're about, between 200 and 300 pesos. 15 Canadian dollars, or 15 pesos equals 1 Canadian dollar. There's another store right over there. They don't have the selection that these guys do. And they come empty. You actually have to buy stuff to put in the piñata. Yeah, so how's that?
Cool.
Yeah, you actually have to buy the piñatas and then fill it with yourself, which is good because if you're having an adult party, you can fill it with those little tiny plastic airplane bottles of liquor, and like toonies or something. So that's fun. Ooh, what's Jill saying?
Anti-derivative Jill says that's a great price for a piñata, especially a Mexican one, because those are really sturdy.
They really are. You're not kidding. And cool piñatas is lemon pie found the N with the little accent aigu above the N. That's hard to find.
Nice, yeah.
I'm still looking for it. I think it's function 0242, but I'm still working on that. Anyway, Rodd Thunderheart, we have been over 2 hours, and I have exhausted my photos of celebrating Christmas around the world, hot and cold places.
And you look exhausted yourself.
It has been quite the day, my friend. I've been busy trying to. I mean, I'm just about ready for the holidays. I've got a few more presents to wrap. I've got a few more studies to do, but I'm pretty much, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know what has helped me, Rodd Thunderheart? The old eggnog has definitely helped. I want to say.
Oh, Dairyland too, and Dairyland was our
absolutely Dairyland.
Dairyland.
Cheers, Rodd.
And
cheers
Dairyland was our
friend.
family's. Our family. That's where we sold our dairy milk to.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Cheers to you, Rodd. I appreciate. Then that's even a more of a connection to the Dairyland eggnog.
Yeah. Well, the milk mafia, really, but yeah.
Well, it is the milk. That's funny because I heard someone in Parliament saying, "Oh, the price of milk hasn't gone up since the yeah, no kidding, like because we have a mafia, like they tightly control the." And Lemon Pie says, "Thank you, Rod and CSM and Chad. Good night, fun stream. Thank you." Jill says, "Great stream
Yeah.
idea, Spidey. Well done. Hot and cold Christmas." Well, thank you, Jill. I've been house sitting and dog sitting my friend's place, so I haven't had proper time to. It seems like every week I have. Well, I haven't had time to properly, prepare because every week is something fucking different. I'll tell you what.
Well,
But no, I'm dog sitting. Where's Freddie?
Well, I'm going to be moving on Monday, so.
I know. That's why I didn't think you'd be able to join tonight. Freddie?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, like, I'm just going to have like about 30, 40 boxes, and then that's my TV and PlayStations. That's pretty much it.
Well, that's, keep it to a minimum. Moving is a great opportunity to downsize all the crap you don't need.
Oh, I already did that. I left. There's a lot of stuff I didn't. I left my old bed. I mean, it was nice. It was a pillow top, but I mean, I had it since 2003, so that tells you that it was pretty well used. And like
2003, yeah, that's 20.
Yeah, it's towards the end of its life cycle.
That's
so
time. I think I got mine in 2012 or something.
Yeah, so I want to get a new pillow top, and plus the other thing is I don't just want to buy one. I want to pay so that somebody else can carry it in, because I've got two flights of stairs, and the stairs, I think there's like 15, 16 steps.
Man.
So
yeah, see, if I'll move again, I don't know. I've moved like more than a dozen times in my life, and I move again, it'll be to like same story to same story, single story. I'm in a single story place now, and I'll just no more stairs, man. Unless there's a rooftop area to have like meals. And
I'm happy. No. First of all, I'm going to have my own balcony, and I'm happy to have like 2 flights of stairs. Like I mean, just because of the view, and I'm just going to freaking enjoy it.
Just because of you?
What?
I thought you said just because of you.
No, just because of the view.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I haven't even seen it yet, Rod.
Because I've got a because I've got a balcony. I mean, I put a picture up in one of the chats on X.
Yes, I saw that. That is gorgeous.
Yeah, that was the front of it, and like I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I had a tour of the place. Why the flip didn't I have my camera out and take pictures? Fuck.
You should have.
Yeah. Well,
well, maybe we can stream from then one time.
It'll make yeah, sure. And by the way, and I actually mean to transfer my TELUS over there over to which is actually still running on the farm.
That's the phone plan, everybody.
Yeah. But on the other side of the coin, my phone, I pay for a crap ton of data, like 10 gigs, and I don't even come close to using it. But
as opposed to data.
Yeah. Well, the whole reason why
was not my name.
Well, See, the whole reason why I bought a crap ton of data is because being a long haul trucker, it's just nice to be able to like fall asleep listening to something or watching something on YouTube. So then, so if I'm burning, and like, if I'm burning through data that I've got tons of, well then cool, but
that's awesome.
Other than that, yeah,
might as well switch it. Anyway, Rod, my wood stove is looking at me. I think it might be out. I might have to go light another fire, my friend. We've been 2 hours and then some.
Okay.
Thanks for joining. I'm glad. I wasn't sure what happened, man. I'm glad you did join. Thank you, Rod.
Oh, I just had those 2 of those B-52s, and they just knocked me out, man. Like I just like, oh. And like I know better now. I mean, I have 2 left, but I'm not touching them until like maybe tomorrow night or something.
Yes, you're right. I can't keep talking after you said you're ending the stream. It violates YouTube terms of service. Okay. Yes, you're right. You lemon pie. Rod, thanks, man. It's great to have you on, and we need to stream more.
We do.
I've got more now that hunting season is over. I'm starting to catch up on my schoolwork. We'll have more time. Thanks for being here, chat. Thank you, Rod. It is 11:45. Holy fuck! It is time for bed. Definitely.
Yes.
Even later where you are, Rod.
Yeah, it is 12:45.
Yeah, exactly. All right, chat. We're gonna end.
It's the next day.
Thank you, Rod. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, my friend.
Yeah.